All right, welcome back. Of course, it is Thursday. It is time to ask Dr. Joe. Of course, Dr. Joe is here to answer all your pet questions this afternoon. He's brought along little Parker, an almost 8-year-old poodle mix who has just been darling.
Yeah, he's a good little dog. Everyone thinks he's been sedated. He hadn't. He's just,
Not.
he probably, I believe he was an owner surrender from older people, and they probably, like, as I get older, I don't move as fast or do as much, and you sit around more, and that's what he's happy to do. And we were talking, he's not a very dominant dog, so he's fine to just sit here with me, figure out what's going on. Nice little dog, though. He's one of those poodle something or other mixes, because they do that a lot, and he's a pet adoption league dog. He's over at our clinic. They can call our number or
Look at
go
that
on
little tongue.
He's a little nervous, not bad or whatever. He's like, this is weird. Hi.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah,
so.
little lap dog. Yeah. So Heritage Vet.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to the first question. Gary's question is, when is the soonest you can get a kitten spayed after it's been born?
Yeah, most of the kittens are spayed around 6 months of age, and they can be spayed as early as 8 weeks, but honestly, that's more of an anesthetic risk, so I really prefer 5 to 6 months old before they go into heat. You don't want them to go into heat. That's the whole process there, so not let them go in heat.
Now, here's an important one for right now. So Eric asks, during the summer months, how long is too long to keep your dog outside?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Every dog is different. Some of them are acclimated really well, but for the most part, most people have inside dogs. And what I would tell you is that it's like 30 to 60 minutes, and they should have some shade, some water. Older dogs, less so. It just really, and like in the weather there, we're talking after 10 a.m. or whatever. And now it's all the way till like 8 p.m. or so that it's really kind of hot. Usually I'll tell people 3 or 4, when the sun starts going down. But yeah, and if you have an outside dog, actually you can go buy a kiddie pool at Walmart for not very much, and they jump in it and they get wet, and so now they have evaporative cooling and a little fan on your. It doesn't have to be a big fan, just so they can get some air circulation.
Do the darker colored dogs get a little hotter?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I had hair and it was actually black when I was younger, my head would just be kind of beaming. Now I should have a hat on, to avoid the UV radiation.
Okay. Yeah, definitely be careful with those darker colored dogs. Well, here's another one. Lisa wants to know if her dog needs to have on sunscreen when going on walks in the sun. Is there such a thing?
Well, there is. There's actually several. There's sunscreens that you can kind of use, and I think a lot of it has to do with kind of, for us, we really need sunscreen. We don't have any hair, our skin is thinner, we definitely live longer, so we get more UV, kind of radiation exposure. But basically, the main thing is their hair kind of protects them. Their nose is the big thing. A lot of dogs that don't have a black pigmented nose, there's actually some nose stuff. The problem is they kind of lick it off or whatever. So I'll tell people it's kind of one of those deals. Some of them's kind of sunbathe, and you can kind of spray their stomach or whatever. Most of them are pretty well protected, so it's not as big a deal. But sometimes it makes people feel better. So but in us, absolutely. I mean, we are just sitting out there, just
baking.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. All right, I didn't even know that. I'll have to go look that up and
It
see.
is,
Doggy sunscreen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's out there, but like I said, I'm not. A lot of times we're just going on walks, and you're not going very far, and it's not like you're out there all day working or something like that.
I can imagine putting that on my dog. I wonder what kind of reaction I would get. He's a character. All right, so if you have a question for Dr. Joe about your pets, please post it to our Facebook page, KJRH TV. And let's talk about little Parker just a little bit more. I'm just loving this demeanor the whole time.
Yeah, it really is. He's just an older dog, and he's, like I said, he's probably with older people, and he gets up and he goes around, but he's going to be a lap dog, and that's about it. I mean, this is what he loves to do. So
that is sweet.
We fatten him up a little bit. He's maybe a little bit too much, but it's okay. But.
Well, he definitely needs a loving home.
Absolutely.
Somebody who wants to hold him and love him and pet him and let him be the calm little thing that he is.
That's right.
If you are interested in adopting Parker, you can call Heritage Vet at the number you see right here on your screen. And if you want to learn more about Heritage Veterinary Hospital or see maybe some other pets who need homes, maybe a kitten, a puppy, go to our website at kjrh.com. Thank you so much, Dr. Joe.